What is up, everybody? It is episode 56 of the Fanatics podcast, and I am Damien.
What's up? It's Dylan.
It's Frankie.
He meant to say, what it do, Scatter?
From a shoe.
What a do, Scataboo. That dude was going crazy this week.
Right? And drinking energy drink from his shoe.
The athletic old Greg.
That and trying to throw hands on WWE.
That was
So
I was scared for him for a second because
Dude,
yeah,
I
he's
know.
getting paid. He's getting paid.
oh yeah,
I,
for sure.
I was too, and then it's like I kind of figured he was gonna get backlash on X. But it's all good though. Like
What did he
everyone's like,
get
"Oh, it's
backlash
fake."
for?
But what's great because he got physical. Like he got a little shove and tit for tat with one of the wrestlers and all that.
He
And
pushed
that
the
was
guy
really it,
while standing stationary.
right? Yeah. But it's like, and
It's
people are
not
like,
like
"Oh,
he leapt up out of his seat.
I know
People
it's
were
like people
such
want to be like, "Oh, wrestling's fake," and then it's like, "Oh, he got physical." It's like, which one is it?
exactly
Like,
like
like,
choose one, bro.
right?
People are
Yeah.
It's
so
So,
real to
sensitive.
me, damn it.
yeah, exactly.
Sensitive Sally's over there trying to say that Scat is getting too physical. Man, that's crazy. That's ridiculous that he even has to address garbage like that.
I know. It's all good, Cam Scott. We support you. So,
Yeah, we see you, dog. We see you getting those
100%.
Twitch subscribers up. Speaking of subscribers, subscribe to the podcast, guys. We've been actually want to say thank you for the support lately. The subscribers have been coming in. Please keep subscribing. It helps us so much. Now back into the chaos as Arizona sports, man. Uh, sometimes being a Diamondbacks fan is an emotional roller coaster. You
Yeah.
know,
it
I'm
is.
sure, especially for you guys out of state, you can hear all these fun rumors and whatnot. But that's all that's been going on with the Diamondbacks is a bunch of rumors, and also Zach Gallen denying his qualifying offer that the team gave to him. So we might be seeing the last of the snakeskin belt maestro in Arizona. What do you guys feel about the Zach Gallen situation?
I think.
Honestly,
Sorry,
sorry,
go.
Frankie, go ahead.
But yeah, no, I think with the Gallen situation, I feel like the Diamondbacks knew going in that he wanted to bet on himself, but they didn't want to offer him enough right out the gate. And you knew Gallen was going to test the market. And I mean, more power to him. He definitely had a very down year last year. He came on towards the end, but just the inconsistencies, having a +4 a majority of the year, if not higher. I think the club's either looking other options right now, or they're going to bet on their young guns that are actually now currently on the roster just to be safe from the Rule 5 draft.
Yeah, like Frankie was saying, like the inconsistencies, like there was moments that he would show up for a couple games and like get to 10 strikeouts and probably allow you no more than 2 runs, and then literally the next 2, 3 games he gets shell shocked anywhere between 3 to 6 runs. So like yeah, like Frankie said, the inconsistencies and all that, and I know he's like a home team favorite and all that, but for me, honestly, it's all good. I mean, if he walks, like we get a couple of draft picks out of it. We kind of need more pitching that's more consistent on the front end and the back end too. So we kind of need more reliability on both of those sides. And lately he hasn't really been doing that. So I'm all good with it. So
Well, not to mention with those picks that we get for him, we can retool, get pitching prospects, and hopefully we'll have more higher ranked prospects and get back into having one of the more elite farm systems.
Oh, yeah, I think our farm could benefit from some more pitching though. Um,
Yeah.
I think right now though, the way I feel about it is like I feel about the Kyler Murray situation. Maybe a good player, but maybe it's time for them to have a fresh start somewhere else to kind of like maybe see if they can get back to where they need to be because yeah, I mean, at this point, that's divorce language. They offer just a qualifying offer. They don't offer him nothing juicy, and he denies it. That's usually when a player walks and becomes a free agent or has another team in mind that's already going to give them a bigger bag because
Right.
I feel like even though he did have a down year, there's still going to be some wide-eyed team with a big pocketbook that will give him a bigger contract than what we're offering him for sure. But that's cool. Well, just like all of our other sports, we're moving on from KD Moving on from K1, which is a big surprise for me. And I don't know if
Yeah.
that's even official yet, so I can't say that like it's an official thing because there is, even though it's super duper rare a chance that K1 could be back for the Cardinals. But yeah, I feel like it's time for maybe a new overhaul, but not maybe that total rebuild though. We need to get somebody in that's just as good as him or better.
And I feel like that's why they were talking more about moving Jordan Lawler as opposed to where it started with Marte. Keep Marte, get Gurriel back, Corbin Carroll, keep the offensive core, use Lawler for leverage or some of your other guy, high level outfielders that we have a surplus, or even one of our bench outfielders for, effective pitching.
Yeah, you know who's been linked to the Diamondbacks a bunch lately is I don't know if you ever heard of this guy. His name is Freddie Peralta.
Oh, on the Brewers.
Didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah, played with Corbin for a second.
he's a good pitcher, super good, and he's been linked to us. I'm just scared to do something like that because we've every time we've done it, it's never gone right.
We always get
Corbin,
snake bit.
Mad Bum, um, Zach Gallen. I'm just kidding. Zach
He's
Gallen
already
went
kind
well.
of a iffy pitcher as it is. Because I
Well,
kind of bet on a lot of Brewer games where he pitched, and yeah, he's okay, but I don't know. He's kind of like Gallen. Like he'll be elite sometimes, and he'll get shell shocked. So
But I
yeah, but
mean,
I
he's
feel like
still
he
super young.
consistently throws games where he. What was his ERA? Let's see.
I think it was like in the high twos, low threes.
Yeah, I think that's good enough. I think that's
We'll
better
take
than the
Yeah,
guys we've
we'll
had
take that all day. We've been running Eli.
with sixes and fives. I'm cool with that.
We've
But
been dude. We've been running guys off the street who've been sitting on their couch
I
while we
wouldn't
were in
be
spring training.
I wouldn't be
bro,
surprised
listen,
if
listen.
his
Time out. Freddie Peralta's ERA last season 2.71.
Ooh,
yeah, let's go.
that's beautiful. Let's get
Sign
it.
me up, dog. Pay the man
Big
his money,
money.
give him a Diamondbacks outfit, but make sure that you have the finest doctor in the whole world inspect his body so we don't get a Corbin Burns situation.
Right.
But you're gonna think they're gonna spend more money on him than Zach Gallen.
Hmm.
So
But that would be more worth it. I would.
Well, not
I
only
mean,
that, because
he has an ERA worthy of getting paid that much money, and I'd be confident we're paying him that.
I don't think
Let's
he's
see
even.
Zach Gallen's ERA
But
just to see what you'd be paying for versus what you'd be paying for. 4.83. That
that's
man has
almost
got a great review on Google out of 5.
that's
But as
almost
a pitcher, that's not good.
two whole runs more than Peralta.
Yeah, it was marked by a career worst. This was his career worst ERA,
and
And
he's
I
literally
think,
gambling on himself to get paid more, which is
which is
crazy,
crazy.
honestly.
And this is why the Diamondbacks didn't give him the contract now. It makes sense. I love Zach Gallen. You know, I'm one of the biggest Zach Gallen fans in the whole state. But if you already had a declining year last year and then you turn around after that and then have the worst year of your career, why would we give you money expecting you to be good into the future?
right.
What bum did he throw at him? 20.5 million to accept? Wasn't it around that ballpark?
Let's see.
I think it was around that ballpark. Let's see if I'm really on a roll today with my numbers.
The offer was worth $22 million.
That was close.
That's a lot of
So yeah,
money, bro.
even more. So that's crazy. So technically, we're paying 22 million to play just this year. So he's probably demanding roughly 25. If he's absolutely crazy, 30 million a year. Which if he's looking for that, you might as well play for the Dodgers or Yankees, my guy. So
Oh
Well,
no. Let's
technically now, since that happened, he is a free agent. He's no longer a Diamondback actually.
exactly. So I
So,
feel like he's looking for at least 25 million a year.
but if he does sign with a different team, the Diamondbacks will receive a draft pick compensation. The value of the draft pick depends on the total value of the contract Gallen signs. Wow.
I tell you what, if he signs a lower deal than what we offered him on that, you know, yeah, I'm gonna be kind of ticked, but it's just like knowing what's gonna happen. He's gonna try to grab a lot going forward. Teams are gonna be kind of hesitant, and then he's gonna be one of those guys that are still kind of on the market. Once we get closer to spring training.
Yeah, I honestly think in his mindset right now, his agent's telling him like, "Hey, I think for some stupid reason we can cash more." But what I think is he's gonna go unsigned until spring training, in my opinion.
He's gonna try to cash out on his past.
Right? And then what's gonna happen is, like Frankie said, what's gonna take a lot of D-back fans. He's gonna take less somewhere else during spring training, so that way he at least has a job somewhere to prove himself. But that's
We've
just not
seen this
here.
before. We've had guys like every guy, and what's even more disgusting, they always end up playing for LA. You got Pollock, you got freaking Peralta. It's just like they bet on themselves, and willingly so sometimes, because they've been a fan favorite forever. They want to try something new, but doesn't always work out, and you kind of burn bridges sometimes. So hopefully
Dude,
we'll
watch
see
this
where it
fool end
goes.
up in Seattle with the Seattle Mariners.
Wasn't Gonzo a Dodger one time?
No,
Yeah, for
no.
like
I'm only 27, so like,
Listen, I don't
don't
know.
don't don't clown on me with
Listen,
my
if you,
history
I
on
don't
that
know. I'm
one.
gonna be real. I'm not a baseball
very
aficionado,
a
but I will
very
tell you
it was
this:
at his it was at the end of his career, but it was a very short stint.
if it
Ah,
was, I'm just gonna act like it never happened.
so yeah,
That's,
like it,
I can't,
like
I can't do it with Steve Nash because they were so happy and it was such a big deal. But I can do it with Gonzo because he won. He actually won us something. Damn, Nash is gonna hate me when he watches these podcasts. I
dude,
love you, Steve Nash. Don't ever think I don't, but fuck, man. You going
dude,
to the Lakers screwed my brain up. It was like Larry Fitzgerald's going to the Rams. It was just like, it do not compute. You know, it does
no,
not compute. And Larry Fitzgerald played college in Pittsburgh, so he could have went to the Steelers or something and tried to chase a ring, but no, he's the GOAT. God damn it.
for a reason.
That's right. Yeah, but so Gallen, blah blah blah, Freddie Peralta, please do that, guys. If you're watching this, Mike Hazen, you need to get me on payroll because man, I'm on fire. You got to get Freddie Peralta in the building. You got to get some relievers in the building too. You got to look at the good teams, teams that were the opposite of us with saves. You know,
Shoot,
whatever teams had the least blown saves, try to get those guys.
Edwin Diaz is available.
One of them.
we have, what happened to us begging for a closer? We kind of faded off of that too.
Because when you beg for something and you know you're never going to get it, eventually you just shut up and accept what you got.
That's Arizona sports.
Oh,
That's what we
I
did,
just want to be
man.
spoiled. Damn it,
I
never
don't. I just
are.
want to be decent, bro. I just want them to do things that make sense. You know,
That's
they're
like
like with this pitching thing in Arizona and the hitting. They're like, okay, there's a couple little holes in our hitting, so they put a big old basin over there to collect little water drops. While over in the pitching area, there's a freaking glacier blasting through the ceiling, and they're like, all right, let's put this little pot to catch this water. You know, it's like, um, you should switch that around and focus on pitching. We're good in the hitting area, buds. Go get some pitchers.
yeah, we've had like one of the top offenses for the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, it's like okay, we're good in that department. Let's go get some pitchers. And if you're gonna trade these people, don't trade. If you're gonna trade our best people, trade them for people that we can use now,
Sure
or at
thing.
least sometime in the
Yeah,
future.
that's what I don't like about baseball trades. Like I feel like at least 60% of the time, 70, like oh prospects. It's like no, like I want to see these guys play now for these other us or other teams. Like it's not really like that for the NBA or
Right.
NFL, you know. So
Or I want to see the prospects play one day. The prospects never freaking do anything. They just stay in the minor leagues forever. It's like, what's going on? Why are
Or
these
better
people still in AAA?
right, it's
or
like you
better
don't even
yet,
see them for like 5 years, and it's like in the NBA, you're more than likely to see these 18-year-olds than you are in the major leagues. So
It's crazy. What are you gonna say,
I
Frankie?
feel like Frankie was trying to say something.
Me too.
or freaking you got guys like you were mentioning that either stay in the minors forever, or they're at the cusp of the minors, and then your organization tries to make a stupid trade, dumps all your top prospects for a guy that doesn't pan out.
Yeah, no doubt. They're like, oh yeah, we trained these guys for the last 4 years. Now let's trade them for no reason so they can be good for someone else.
Yeah, freaking what was that
Love
one guy
that.
that we? What was that one guy that one center fielder that we got? I fucking blinked it out right when I was about to say it.
Lawler.
No, he's a center fielder. He's a son of a fucking Hall of Famer. Drew Jones.
Drew
Oh, Drew.
Jones.
Oh
So
Okay,
God, I
Drew
it's
Jones.
forgot
like
about Drew
bro,
Jones,
it's
bro.
like how
Holy
we
cow!
drafted Drew Jones and fucking we have still yet to see him. It's like so
Dude, I forgot about the dude. I remember everybody was so stoked. Oh yeah, he's gonna be so good.
I was
I,
hyped.
Where the
I
hell is
did
Drew
see he got
Jones?
derailed by injuries for a couple seasons, so I guess he is injury prone, but it's like he was supposed to be the next like elite center fielder like AJ Pollock kind of was for us a little bit, but I don't know, we still yet to see him. So it's like yeah, we
Yeah,
can trade all the guys all we want, but it's like Damien said, like bring players in that can play now. So
yeah.
Yeah,
Let
we
them at
def.
least try.
yeah, so
Why do
Well,
we
it's,
have them?
I was gonna say because we definitely have to bring in guys that can pitch now because literally our only starting pitchers under contract right now are Erod, Fat, and Nelson.
Yeah, and even with people that we bring in the offseason, they do good, like Josh Naylor. If Seattle thought that he was good enough or, essentially enough to sign for a long term deal, why are we just giving him up for nothing, basically?
Right.
We did get players in return or whatever, but man, who are these people and when are they going to play baseball? They're going to go try to win a World Series next year with that guy. So
Well,
it doesn't.
it's like Locklear who we got for freaking Suarez. He fell off the elite prospect map.
Yeah, hopefully that lights a fire under him and he comes back and they let him play baseball some more and he pans out.
Like he's not even in our top 30 anymore.
Seth Beer was another example. I think he was a part of the fuck, what was it? Did we trade Greinke at one
Yeah.
point? Or yeah, I think it was part of the Greinke trade. And like the dude only played like a solid month and then nothing since. And then we let Venture DFA'd him. So
I just hate the way they operate so much. It doesn't make
Yeah.
any sense. Every other team is like, hey, we need batting. Let's get someone that will bat for us today.
I
It's
know.
called the Diamondbacks. They'll give up somebody.
The Diamondbacks are like, let's do this elaborate scheme where the player won't play until 2030 and everyone doesn't care anymore.
Moneyball.
It's like, yes, let's trade our best player while we're at it. It's like, why? It's because we suck and this is how we operate.
Are you guys still on the train of bringing Merrill back?
No,
Same.
there's no point. Bring him back to what? We have no plan.
I
Exactly. And
mean,
he's getting older and I can't express that enough.
If we would have kept our bats and we would have just hunkered down and been like, okay, maybe we need to just like go the spending route and spend more money on people and got better pitchers while we had all that together. Yeah, bring them back. We need everyone we can. But if we're just gonna be like good but not great, then what's the point?
we need to get younger on our staff.
Yeah, we either need to suck entirely so we can tank, and if that still works in sports, tank and get better draft picks,
Build
or
like the Thunder.
go for it.
But man, you know who's not tanking right now? Who is getting a lot of love in the NBA right now? Right here.
That was like a
The
long
Valley,
Red Suns.
dot.
the Val. No, I'm just kidding. The Phoenix Suns.
Are we sold on them yet?
No, we ain't sold yet. It's 15 games, bro. Hey, you gotta
Good
relax.
answer. I was gonna be like, yeah, they're considered dark horses, possibly,
What
but
what what I'm sold on is that this team will give us a show, a fight, and uh, um, they're not gonna look like they hate each other.
Yeah, no, like last year looked like the mood was like, man, I hate this guy next to me, and then I can't wait till this game is over.
I think the mood for me, it felt like when you're with people that you love, but you've been with them too long in a car, and now everybody hates each other for like the next, however long the trip lasts. That's how that Phoenix Suns team felt. Just felt like siblings that hated each other in a car by force. You know,
I mean, you had that freaking just the Brad Beal vibe was just
so awful.
everything that could go wrong went
I feel
wrong,
bad
and
for
then
Bradley Bill because he's a nice human. Bradley Bill, the person, and Bradley Bill, the basketball player, business dude, are two different people. I met Bradley Bill. nice ass man of the people ass type of guy in real life in person. As a
It's
basketball
just,
player and Suns member, man, one of the jankiest, weirdoest, like, what the hell?
dude, it was just like the
So
way his
bad.
career so far has fallen apart since he's left Washington has been absurd.
Sometimes you got to stay in your environment, bro. And I think he should have just stayed in Washington his whole career.
And
He
then
would
the
have been
thing
the
is, like,
guy. But
everybody was trashing us for paying him to go away, but that was actually a really smart decision.
Yeah,
no,
dude can't play. Period. Can't even trust him to play more than 2 weeks straight.
he's injured for the whole season now. So that's that. But you're right. I think Matt Ishbia's greatest decision since he's been the owner of the Phoenix Suns was to wash his hands completely of the Kevin Durant Bradley Beal situation. Just say,
Right,
hey, that didn't work. We have to hard stop and get all the elements of whatever was bad out so we can start anew. And I didn't like the decision at the time it was made because we had given so much up and gutted our championship team for KD. So I wanted to see them, you know, at least try more with him. But in hindsight now, I'm so the timeline of being good again is so much faster than if we would have kept him, you know. So I give
right.
him props for knowing he was dead wrong and sucked at first, and is now making good decisions that are paying off on the court.
Well, and the thing is, like, a lot of the hype around the KD trade was the fact that we got Jalen Green back in return, but one of the biggest steals of that entire trade has been the fact that Dylan Brooks has not only been our defensive anchor, the guy that's completely transitioning with the coaching too, as well. The way we're playing defense, but he's averaging 20 points a game.
Yeah, he went off on one of those games too.
I mean,
But
he's
the
got
He
fact that
turned
30.
he turned into Mr. Steph Curry in one of those games.
He got 30 plus in multiple games this
right,
season already.
Mm-hmm.
He's and then if you ask me, if you put him and you put Grayson in a starting lineup together and Royce O'Neal, like the defense is really good, you know. And we saw this from Booker when we had Chris Paul. If you put Devin Booker in a good defensive system, he becomes a better defender. You know what I mean? And so do all the other guys around him. So, and then we got Mark Williams in the paint. Just
Yeah,
like the
Mark
team is
Williams.
yeah, the team is built to play some really good defense. And Jordan Ott is taking a lot of his Cleveland knowledge from the Cavs team he was assistant on, and I'm seeing a lot of it translate really early on. And I know people in the group are like, "Oh, I'm going to screenshot this because you like him now." Well, yeah, I do like him now because he's good and he's making smart coaching decisions, and the team is listening to him and buying in. So I'm happy right now. Hope it lasts. That's all I can say.
well, not only that, but it's just like just him being in the organization. Like, you've seen guys that are still on our roster from last year, like Gillespie. He's ascended. You've seen Grayson Allen get his groove back. He looks happy playing basketball again. He doesn't, last year was miserable. He's got Nick Richards playing well. Everything with the young guys, you know,
Ryan Dunn looks
everything.
way better. He looks way
Yeah,
better than he did last year, and so does Oso Ighodaro. Oso looks like a player. For me, I was for a long time. I'm like, no offense to Oso, it's like we have a lot of what you do. What's the point of kind of holding on here with Oso? I'm seeing what the point is lately because Jordan Ott, he makes everybody have a place. You know,
right.
with his scheme, with Frank Vogel and Budenholzer, it was like, hey, you guys make sure we were playing ISO ball with Devin Booker and KD 90% of the time. And this is like, hey, keep the ball moving, and whoever's open, you know, take a good shot. So I'm excited, but I would love to see them healthy.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's any given day. Honestly, like, we've had games where Booker's had below 20 points, but we can roll with the hot hand. We got guys that can heat up on any given day, and it's nice to know that you can win when your leading scorer can be held under 20.
Royce
Yeah.
O'Neal. That guy has been impressive. So
Who?
Royce O'Neal.
Oh yeah, Royce O'Neal.
Yeah, that dude, him and Grayson, those two have been kind of switching the hot hand. So
Yeah, and then you just add that in with Jalen Green and Devin Booker, dude. It's like, dude, you got four people that can go off for 30 points right there, and the center himself can go off for like 20 and 10 every night.
Yeah.
What a team, dude. What a team that we got in a situation where we thought that the West was going to be this super slog. But if you really look at the West right now, the Clippers are down. Denver is not that scary to me. You know what I mean? Like the Thunder are good. They would mop us up.
Dude,
Let's not get
technically,
let's
technically, Denver clapped us though. So
Denver clapped us, but we can beat Denver.
in
But
the
I
see, the
best of
thing is,
seven,
we didn't play them full strength though.
in the best of seven though.
No, nah,
There
probably
you
not in the best
go.
of
There we
seven.
go.
I'm being realistic. I'm just saying in the regular season to have a good season during the regular season, you
Right.
know.
my
And,
thing, what
and
I love the most about it is we started out 1-4. Everybody was already in that. Well, here we go. They're going to be exactly what we thought they were, kind of thing. And then ever since 8-2, a 9-6 record through 15 games. That's a lot more than anybody ever gave us credit for. And I'm still standing by my line that we can win 30 or 43, 44 games this year.
you said 8-2. It's important to note that that last game that we lost, we let the Hawks score like 47 points in the fourth quarter when they were down by 20 plus, and we should be like 9-1, but that the Hawks somehow
Yeah.
some way had a 50-point quarter on us and came back to win by I think 1 or 2 points, which was
It was a
nuts.
2 point. It was 122, 124.
Yeah,
I saw
that
people were
was.
tripping about I like not calling a timeout and shit.
Those people can shut up. He's not perfect. He's not going to get everything right. He probably was. He probably did need to call a timeout. He probably did f up, but who cares?
Rookie coach mistake. It's all good. So
Yeah, rookie coach mistake, and on top of that, dude, with the that's like me, like going into the barracks where everything was dirty and I didn't have to, and cleaning up everybody's shit, and then some random guy being like, "Well, you missed a spot over there. There's a sock on the ground." It's like, bitch, I cleaned up this whole place and I didn't have to. It's like, yeah, there's gonna be a sock on the ground. Pick it up. Help me clean. Don't criticize. Because if
right.
you ain't doing shit to help the Suns, you don't have nothing to say. Because he's turned this ship around when we were all depressed, thinking that we were gonna win 5 games. Devin Booker was
Yep.
depressed. You see him in those the pictures with him and the new big three. He just looked depressed. Jalen
Now
Green
they're
smiling, Dylan Brooks smiling, and Devin Booker looking like,
now they're all vibing.
now everybody's happy again. And the way
It,
Booker's talking
it
is
only took those Valley
encouraging.
jerseys coming back.
Huh?
It all took those Valley jerseys coming back.
It really did. I swear to God, they need to never get rid of those again.
I know. Keep them, please. This yeah.
Lock them in
I gotta
place.
get me one that isn't Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Just get you one that says James.
Yeah,
And then just in case like LeBron ever fucking really came here, like boom. So
right.
you'll
I'll
always have
attach
reason.
LeBron to the team. Come on, LeBron. Let the league. If the people don't understand, LeBron James is the one piece that the Phoenix Suns need to negate whatever curse the NBA has against them, because they can't go against LeBron James. You don't get it. I'm playing 3D chess here. You put LeBron James on our team, we will go to the finals and we will win a championship because it is law. It is written in his contract. Every team he goes to has to win at least one championship.
Damn.
So I would love for LeBron. I don't care if we need to sacrifice ourselves to have LeBron be the person to take us there. I just want a championship. I just want to be when everybody says, "Oh, you can't say anything. Your team doesn't have a ring."
You hit LeBron James.
Exactly. Oh, but we still have a ring though. You can't take it away. They still
Yeah, but I
own.
don't want the LeBron excuse. I want the ring without LeBron. That's always been me, though.
I want it without LeBron too, but I'll take it with him. I won't deny it.
Dude, I'll
As
take
He's
long
a
as we
got
ring
he.
get
if I can get it.
Listen, he
getting with
got
old
Luke.
LeBron is not like getting it with prime LeBron. Old LeBron
No.
is old LeBron.
Bro, listen, he got Luca, Reeves. Like he got decent support on that squad.
There's
So
no reason for him to leave LA. He's not gonna leave LA. He has a great team. That team is loaded, dude. That team is ready to win a championship, but they won't. They won't.
maybe it's a possibility, but
Oh
They're
yeah,
gonna be
everything's a possibility. It's a
they're
possibility
gonna
that the
be
I'm
Suns
not
hard
can
gonna
win.
out.
fully doubt them. I think that they have a decent chance this year, but.
I think they're gonna lose.
I feel like they're a Western Conference Finals team for sure,
I
but
feel like they can get the Western Conference Finals for sure. I just don't think they can beat the Thunder in a 7-game series.
Ooh. Dude,
mm.
the Thunder look.
See, Vegas might have heard that and might have started typing away.
Right? Hey, whatever. Hey, I'm gonna put some coin on it.
Coin on the Western Finals.
The finals.
Oh, OKC back to back.
Yeah. Another OKC
I can
championship.
see it though, for sure.
Dude, they're on another level. But here's my thing: if anybody's gonna challenge OKC in the West, it's gonna be KD and the Rockets.
I don't believe in that.
You don't think they
I don't
could?
believe in a team like when you first get your new star and then you go win a championship right that same year. That does for me that just doesn't work because you're just too new to the team. You're just too new to everyone around you. The coach don't know you. I just unless you go to the Golden State Warriors, when they have Klay Thompson in his prime and Steph Curry in his prime and Draymond Green in his prime and Kevin Durant in his prime, then that might work. But I don't think I think all the other players ain't KD mentally. When you get to the finals and you're a new young kid, you might not play like you did in the regular season. So I don't believe in the Rockets, but that's just me.
I was
Maybe
gonna
I'm
say,
salty. Maybe I need to have KD exchange me my son's KD for a Rockets KD,
yeah,
so at least my jersey can mean something.
Autograph too.
that'd be dope.
Who else could challenge for the title? There's not really many title worthy teams in my opinion.
Well, I was gonna say because you have the Celtics are without Tatum,
And everyone, bro.
and I was gonna say everybody who's the top dog is hurt. The Indiana Pacers are freaking cheeks.
Yeah, man. And the
We
Celtics are starting people I've never even heard of before. People that whose names sound like food products.
Okay.
at your local Whole
Filipinskis and
Foods
fucking
Yeah, and Minettes and Quetas and whoo,
instead of Jettas, it's Quetas.
Vavufix and fucking I don't know. Weird ass
nobody else.
name.
The Bucks. Giannis
Oh,
is hurt again, right?
Dude,
Um,
it's so bad with stars getting
so
hurt.
that's what I was saying about the West. Like everybody's not as powered up as you thought. So maybe the Suns could sneak in. Maybe they can sneak into a playoff game or play-in spot.
I feel like the
we're at the
Suns could
very top of
challenge
the
for a
playing
seven.
standings as we speak right now.
It's pretty early still, though.
I
If
know,
the
but
playoffs started today, we'd be a 7 seed.
Yeah, that's what I saw. That's what I saw the last time I looked too. Was the 7th seed, which is the top of the play-in, Dylan. So it's the same shit.
And what's really crazy is we do have East or West, we still like at 9-6, we have the 11th best record in the league.
Yeah, listen. If we were in the East, we wouldn't be number 7. We'd be like number 3 or 4.
I
But
know that's the crazy
since we're
part.
in the West, and that's how it is with the Cardinals and the Suns. We're just by the California teams who can pour an absorbent amount of money into their teams. So our team is always going to be faced with just juggernauts, 3 teams from the same region that all have so much money for some reason, and that we always have poor owners in comparison to the other,
Yeah.
32 or however many teams have owners. Because I know Green Bay doesn't have owners, or certain teams don't have owners. But yeah, we're always those small market or secondary market teams. Even though we have a big city, it just seems like the people who own the teams don't have as much money as the people who own the teams in California, New York, or Texas. So
I was
we're
gonna say
always
if only
good.
Matt Ishba owned all of our franchises.
Right. That's why the Suns have a fighting chance. But the NBA is capped differently, right? So
Yeah.
they kind of nullify people being hella rich. So because but look at Steve Ballmer. He's been able to make the Clippers relevant because he's just super loaded and he can pay Kawhi Leonard through aspiration, allegedly.
Yeah.
But
He's
yeah.
got
Hey, at this rate, I can I can after we do this, I can DoorDash so I can gamble on tonight's festivities before I go to work.
Woo. Oh, the football game.
Copycat me, huh?
Yeah, I don't want to use any of my actual money because I don't really have any, so I have to go make additional money, so I can gamble and then go to work. It's
Yo,
That's me right now.
called being
So that probably ain't
responsible.
betting. I probably ain't betting till NFL Sunday though. Maybe one on college, but I don't know. But
I'm saving my peas for Sunday.
That's smart. Before we hop into Sunday and football and all that good stuff, I do want to just say another thing about Jordan Knott and what I like about his approach is we're above water as far as winning and on a track to be way more wins than projected. And we're not doing the whole sucky team play all of our rookies the whole game like the Brooklyn Nets. You know what I mean? Like we're actually the rookies still haven't played. It's pretty crazy that the rookies are still sitting on the bench, still absorbing knowledge from people who've been in the finals, i.e., Devin Booker and crew, and Grayson Allen, who's been to the finals as well. And they're able just to sit back behind vets and learn. And I think that's going to bode really well for the future culture, whatever, for the team. So just big ups for Jordan Nod and the basketball people at the Suns because, man,
Culture's
what
great.
I thought this was going to be bleak.
But man,
right.
before we jump in the NFL, why don't we talk to this wacky world of U of A and ASU having the same record in football?
Of Hootie Who and Hootie Who, I don't know what you mean. I don't even know what ASU is or what college football means. I'm just kidding.
I know. I'm surprised we still have a chance at playoffs without Jordan Tyson and Sam Levitt.
I'm
I
just
was
so
gonna,
broken up about the team because of all the rumors and all the, oh, Sam Levitt's going to leave. Oh, Kenny Dillingham's going to leave.
what do you guys think about all that? Especially since you guys are hardcore ASU guys, so it hits you more than obviously it would me.
Honestly, that was the only core that we had left offensively without Cam Scatterbo. So that's how I
I,
feel on it.
I mean, I watched Kenny Dillingham express that he's not going to leave. So I think it was like 4 or 5 days ago. Today, I'm not going anywhere, dude. So hopefully he's not lying. But Sam, uh, and for both of them, honestly, I'll make the same argument. And I won't be long winded here, so we can get to what we love to talk about, which is NFL football. But um, they like I was saying with the California teams in the pro sports, ASU is a big school, but it's a secondary market in the real world of big market schools. It's not Alabama, it's not Auburn, it's not anything like that. So if either of them have a chance to go there, or saying go to Auburn or something bigger than ASU, I think that the representation is going to be screaming at them to do it because there's more money for not only the representation but for the person themselves, and for Sam Levitt a bigger shot at his dreams. And I'm sure Kenny Dillingham wants to coach in the NFL someday, so they're trying to make their names and their legacies as well. So while I say I'd be kind of pissed if they do that because they'll leave behind ASU with pretty much nothing, but I would understand it
Yeah, I was gonna
if
say the
that makes
biggest thing,
sense.
the biggest thing for ASU right now is like Jeff Sims, your backup, who's playing great, I might add, but he's a senior. So basically, he's gone after this season, and then if you lose Levitt too, that's that's huge.
But did you guys see that we still got a shot for playoffs though?
Yeah,
I like
We
that.
basically got to win out, but
I think it's going to be hard without Jordan Tyson.
that too.
So
I was gonna say we're gonna be in your way too.
I,
You guys will still lose
I
by 3, by at
I,
least block field goal.
I don't know, man. The transfer portal thing is always a two-way street because there's always someone that could come in too. So
Oh, 100%. I feel like even if Levitt was to leave ASU, which I myself hope he doesn't, because just the attention that ASU's gotten over the last couple of years has been great, and it's good for the state of Arizona. But if he is to leave, I know Kenny Dillingham's he's got a plan in place, and there's going to be some guy who's going to be wanting to come to ASU to be quarterback.
100%. There's going to be a lot of people that want to play at ASU just because the scat man himself.
Oh, yeah.
So there's like they know that it's a viable path to the NFL. So especially now because the conferences got switched up the way they did, and now ASU plays much more prominent schools, and well, I guess the games are more uh, they're harder games. Let's not pontificate. They're harder games, so yeah, I think it's rough. I think it would really destroy the program if Kenny left. If Sam left and Kenny stayed, the program would be fine. If they both leave, it's all over.
Yeah, no, that would be a double blow because I mean Kenny's the guy that brought everything back from almost a death sentence that was left behind by Herm Edwards.
Yeah, it was pretty bad after Herm Edwards, and even during the Herm Edwards days, like yeah, it brought attention and this and that, and guys came because obviously Herm Edwards could probably get you to the NFL, but and they
I
have
just
Jason
heard.
Daniels too. I guess yeah, I guess since Herm Edwards, ASU's been pretty popping.
I was
So
gonna say, like the only thing about that is you just had those bad cultural rumors and the fact that freaking Jaden Daniels got ran out of town.
yeah, that was odd. That was odd.
I still can't believe that shit. And then look, jokes on them. He went and won a national title.
Yeah, and then we became sick in the NFL. They could have had that on their resume, but whatever, whatever. Hey, that's how sometimes it rolls, and that's especially how it rolls when you're an Arizona sports fanatic. So
Freaking Cardinals, especially.
yeah, let's
Oh
let's
gosh.
let's
Oh,
talk about
goodness.
those guys, man. The freaking Arizona Cardinals being cardinalistic and just
Dude,
Going out
some
getting
of us to
back-to-back weeks
watch.
by division rivals.
two
Gotta love it.
straight weeks getting popped for 40 plus.
The offensive line gets more shit by the week.
But Petzing says we're great.
But then Michael Wilson, wide receiver one.
Dude,
When
he never
Martin,
gets as much love as as he deserves. Like, he should have been getting the ball when Marv was playing.
Yeah, we've all been saying this. I've been saying this since even before we had Marv. Throw Michael Wilson the flipping ball. He's a good football player. Whenever you throw him the ball, good
Throw the
things happen.
ball.
I've never seen him get more than 2 targets and not ball out. You know what I mean? Like if he gets more than 2 targets, he's gonna ball out. Give him the ball.
right, and
Yeah, I was
then
gonna say our defense has to just step up though because you can't. I mean, as dog shit as the offensive line is, you can't expect to win any game when you're allowing, or better yet, when you're spotting your opponent basically 21 points out of the gate.
Yeah, and that's what you get when you have one of those. I hate to say it, stand in the pocket passers. When it doesn't go well, they give the ball up with those stupid throw fumbles. Like Sam Darnold did it. Even Sam Darnold did it in the same game. It's just something that happens with good pass rushes. If you're one of those tall, stand in the pocket guys, it's like throw the ball or take a sack, brother. You can't do both at the same time.
Right.
right,
I will give credit to Jacoby and congratulations though for him breaking the NFL completion record. 47 completions in a game is absurd.
Yeah, Matt, he went 47 for 57. So he threw the ball 57 times and only missed 10 throws, which is insane. And it's good. It shows you a lot. And it just makes me wonder how come Kyler never got to throw the ball that much? Like,
I mean, I
oh, we
feel
have
like
running
it's.
backs and blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, throw the flipping ball, man.
I mean, I also feel like it's also a lot of that comes from when you're playing behind, you're throwing the ball 99% of the time.
Yeah, I mean, that's an element of it too. But at the end of the day, Jacoby Brissett's passing averages are way higher than Kyler Murray's. Like, attempts wise, way higher.
That's true.
So I mean, just collectively, yeah, I get what you're saying. We were, and I'll be honest, with Kyler Murray, we were playing from behind a lot less time on the clock than we were playing
Yeah.
from behind when Jacoby's the quarterback. Kyler gets us a lead. and we end up fucking it up somehow, whether it be him not scoring another point for the whole second half or,
The defense
the
collapsing on a
defense
minute.
choking at the very end. Exactly. We weren't getting blown out at all. And let's face it, both quarterbacks had played 5 games up to this point. Kyler won a couple of those. Jacoby's only won one, and it took the defense having the best game of the season, 4 sacks, 5 sacks, and an interception of Dallas. And so I don't know, man. I've kind of just been like, if this is why we benched Kyler Murray, we're in big trouble for the long haul.
I was gonna say, and that goes to my next question. Another big question, the topic around the valley is Jonathan Gannon on the hot seat. Do you guys think he comes back? Do you think we need to clean the slate again?
Jonathan Gannon's on the same hot seat that Steve Keim was. The hot seat takes like 5 years to get to a point where it's time to get fired. It's like a slow burn hot seat, which is like you're on the hot seat because that's what I have to say, but actually in reality, you're not on the hot seat. That's how I feel about it. He's not on the freaking hot seat, man.
Man,
I
I feel
feel
like
like
one more year max. But low key, I've been watching like the draft standings. You guys know where we stand currently in the NFL draft if the
What,
season ended
10?
today.
10.
Number 10.
You know?
That's crazy, bro. So like honestly, I know where there's no playoffs, and I know Kyler's out for at least what 1, 2 more weeks max. So it's like, what's the
there's so
point
many.
if we keep winning? Because if we keep winning, we're gonna miss the playoffs yet again, and we're gonna slide out of the top 10.
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, there's so many teams that are just dog right now. Like it's pretty telling when you're 3-7 and you still hold the number 10 pick.
And we're
Well,
only 2 games behind the number 1 pick, and
I,
that's how tight the from 1 to 10 is.
I think
So
as soon as they put Kyler Murray on IR, that they were committed to tanking for the rest of the season and disguising it as like, oh, look, really love Jacoby Brissett. So they're gonna have Jacoby Brissett go out there and get crushed for these last couple games, and they're not gonna let Kyler come back at this point because I think what happened is when Kyler got benched, he was already good to go again. He's out there in practice zipping around, doing what he do, and they come to him like, "Hey man, we're gonna play Jacoby the rest of the season." He goes, "Okay, bad, trade me." You know, I think
Dude, that
that's
would
kind of
be
what happened. He's like, "All right, I'm tired of this rodeo circus." While they're still, I think his agent's ruthless, bro. His agent doesn't play no games. People don't forget about who Kyler's agent is and how he gets down. He don't play games. So
right.
I think he went to Kyler like, "Hey, bro, while your value is still high, we should get you out of this bad situation. You've been here 7 years. Nothing has changed, and it's always going to be your fault. So why don't you at least go fail somewhere else if you're going to fail? Like get this
That way
bag
we can
one."
actually see if it's you or if it's just the Arizona Cardinals being the Arizona Cardinals as usual.
right.
Exactly. And I think that's being sparked because his agent is a smart man. And if I was an agent, I would do this. Hey, Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray. That's the type of trajectory that you can get with this young man. You take him onto your team. You're the Minnesota Vikings. I would map out what you got and look at the quarterback play you've gotten. Add Kyler Murray in there. Boom, off to the races. You know what I mean? Like it's
Dude, I've floated that idea all, across the wavelengths a little myself, and I've gotten drugged for it, but it's just like, I agree with you, dude. That's very realistic, and that's a good situation for him.
yes. And listen, if you think any take that I have is good, and you're gonna repeat it to people, they are gonna be mad at you because common sense isn't too common. If you look at his accuracy numbers, and you look at just like the things he's able to do, he doesn't have. You don't have to be Superman. This guy can throw the ball downfield. Look with D Hop. You can do that with Jay Jettas, and you
Well, and
can do
he's
that
got
with
Addison,
Addison and
too.
Hawkinson would be
Yeah.
the new Trey McBride. It's like, come on, bro. He can. I'm saying that pairing, and even if it doesn't work, you can sell that as an agent to a team.
Oh, yeah.
When you got JJ McCarthy going out there and doing what he's doing, it's like anybody would be better. And they already gave up on Kirk Cousins, so they're in a position where they have to just get somebody to stabilize that ship. Carson Wentz's shoulder is hanging on by an artery, and they don't have nobody over there. So, and the next class of quarterbacks is not deep, and Minnesota's
No.
not they're not drafting high because they're a good team. And even if they do draft high, they probably got some weird pick swap going on. And even if they don't, it would be easier
You
just
know
to
who's
get someone.
drafting? Sorry.
Huh?
It was
Go ahead.
labeled. You know who's drafting high though? The fucking Rams, dude. They got like the
Yeah.
sixth pick right now
That's
from Atlanta.
Pick swap.
That's not even fair, dude. Like,
It's crazy. Well, they went so long without having a pick because of them picks. So they're dude. That's their only first round pick for a while.
I feel like
yeah.
they're just gonna stack up on defense more with that pick because they're fine at wide receiver. They're fine at running back. Matthew Stafford got 2 years left max. So like,
Because they
Yeah,
know McVay, they're gonna nail it.
I was so wrong about Matthew Stafford not being able to make it through the season. That was like super extra
Dude,
ridiculous
he's an
wrong.
MVP candidate. He should be top of
Yeah,
the list.
yeah, dude, no doubt. And I just thought he was just going to be injured. I knew he was good. I didn't doubt that he would be good if he was healthy, but I just, like, he was already injured before the season even started. So I was like, man, how the hell is this guy going to make it through when he couldn't even make it to the season's beginning, you know? But he
Right,
proved
and
me
then
wrong.
having one of the best years of his career.
He's balling, bro. Balling out the gym.
well, we got Devontae Adams and Cooper Cup. You kind of have to ball. So
Puka Nakua.
what did
Yeah,
I
Cup.
say?
You said Cooper Cup, which is what he used to have. That's his
Puka. Yeah,
boy,
I'm
but
fucking. Yeah,
it's all good. Cooper Cup,
he's on Seattle.
Cooper
He's
Cup
in
and
Donald's
JSN
Cup.
didn't work out how they thought
Puka.
it was gonna work out. But the Seattle's good as hell, so I guess it is working out. So
Yeah, they got Jackson Smith as a dog, bro. He's almost automatic 100 yards a game.
yeah, I'm like I'm not I don't regret that I went to Seattle, but man, I've never seen our team get smacked so hardcore live. I'm used to us like being in close games or winning when I go, you know. But when I never had this like, dude, I was ready to go within the first 10 minutes of the game. I
Well,
was
yeah,
like,
because it's just like the entire year you had it to where we're like, in the game till the end, the last play,
yes, that
everything,
was
and
the
then
first
all of a
time we got
sudden
blown
getting
out.
smacked. Like, what the fuck?
Yep. People are saying that Jacoby Brissett turned into a pumpkin, but it's like no, those defenses are just super good,
Yeah.
and our offensive line can't handle that type of pressure. They just
Yeah, I was
can't.
gonna say, I'm sorry, like Jonah Jonah Williams is a busted axle right now. He is not. He might as well, his side of the field is a broken down carriage in a mountain in a snowstorm.
That was poetic, man. Poetically dissing Jonah Williams. He is a broken willow on the side of the road in the pasture of gold. It's like what in the world? That's great though. I love it. He's something that we have to get figured out because he's not doing us any favors.
No, and like it's been this bad since he came back from injury last year.
No doubt.
But I
Outside of
mean,
Kyler Murray, Jonah Williams is the highest paid person on the team. $16 million
that's
cap hit this year.
that's
It's
That's
crazy.
boring.
that's the way the Cardinals operate. That's hilarious.
That's that's
This
as
gotta be
cheap as
gone
our
out of here.
record.
Yeah, yeah. The Arizona's biggest cap hit for 2025 is quarterback Kyler Murray at approximately $43 million.
You know
This is
what's
followed
nuts,
this is followed by offensive lineman Jonah Williams, who has the second highest cap hit at around $16 million.
dude? What angers me is we never pay offensive linemen, but when we do, we overpay the ones that are
That don't
the other
deserve it.
teams that are like get rid of this guy.
It's pretty funny. It's just we can't
It's
avoid doing it.
it's poverty.
You know what though? It's good. I'm ready to see what's going down with these pick'em records.
Oh
Yes,
yes,
see.
absolutely. Getting down to business later in the year. Well, so we only have two places this week. We have first tied with two, and then a second place. So
Can't get away.
the way the week went, I'm gonna break it down. Damien went 9-6. Dylan went 12-3,
Woo!
Haha. Let's go.
and then I did 10-5.
Nice. Okay, Frankie.
You were in first place for long, my guy. So
I'm still
So
first
here's where
place.
we are. Here
We tied
tied with a record of 162 or 100 wins and 62 losses.
and one.
Dame and Dylan.
We're tied,
Let's
bro.
go.
You guys are tied at the top of the ladder, and then I'm 95 and 67.
Well, you're catching up, dude.
So it's been a good race.
I
Yeah, dude.
know.
Dude, 9-6. Me going 9-6 and having the worst record this week means that we absolutely cooked.
Oh, absolutely. People need to follow our lead.
I cooked 12-3.
12-3
Sheesh.
is pretty good. 12-3 is pretty good.
All right, let's get to
But
work, fellas.
but you cooked so hard that you didn't even you cooked yourself right into a tie with me. You didn't surpass me.
I told you that you're not gonna be in first place for long, and now we're tied. So
Could you imagine if we got to a week where we're all tied?
I would love that,
watch
honestly.
us all finish in a three-way tie.
That'd be great.
That would be a ratings bonanza.
Well, this week is starting off with a interesting game to say the least. Davis Mills and the Texans are at home against Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. I'm gonna go with the Buffalo Bills in this one. What about you, Frankie?
See, the thing is, I went against Davis Mills last week. Obviously, that didn't go right. I don't know what Bills team is going to show up, but I have pretty reasonable faith in Josh Allen. I'll just go play it safe and take the Bills.
I'm gonna go with Bills. Not necessarily a blowout. I'm gonna say by 8 points.
Oh, thanks for adding that. The next game is the Colts in Kansas City versus Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. I am gonna take Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. They just lost, so I'm gonna take them just kind of like a bounce back thing. I know the Colts have been losing, and I just think that the Chiefs are the Chiefs, and this game is like the magical lore. If they don't win this game, then the magical aura has worn off, and I'm not gonna continue picking them based on my faith in Patrick Mahomes. Dylan, what do you think?
Daniel Jones kind of like Daniel Jones a little bit last week. He did get sacked a lot, so his O line did play like shit. They're gonna have to get better on that end against the Chiefs, especially against Chris Jones and George Karlaftis and all that. It's kind of hard to envision Patrick Mahomes, especially this late in the season, losing back that back. Makes me lean the Chiefs more. So
All right, I'll be that guy. I think, as you mentioned, you said it, Dylan. Last week, Indy's line played like absolute dog shit. It was the only time where Daniel Jones all year has literally looked like he did in New York. But you have the MVP frontrunner outside of Matt Stafford, in my opinion, at running back, Jonathan Taylor. So I'm taking Jonathan Taylor and Indiana Jones to put Kansas City below 500.
I love it. Let's go,
nice.
Frankie. That's bold. The next one is in Tennessee. The Titans take on Sam Darnold, aka Syndrome, and the Seattle Seahawks. And that's an Incredibles reference if you don't get it. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Seahawks. I think that Sam Darnold's gonna be throwing lasers, no pun intended. Um, yeah. What about you, Frankie?
I mean, I think Sam Darnold and the Seahawks are gonna, get that nasty taste of last week out of their mouth. They're gonna get started. JSN baby, Seahawks.
I'm gonna go Seattle by 13.
Seattle. Okay. Seattle.
Sweet.
All right, we got the Packers at home in Lambeau Field versus 9, aka JJ McCarthy and the Vikings. Um, man, the Vikings screwed me over last week. I can't even lie. I want to pick them again though, but they screwed me over. Jordan Love at home. Um, I think the backup running back Emmanuel Wilson was going to run wild, and the Packers will win. Dylan, what about you?
Jordan Love's not 100%. He went to the tent last week, but came back in. But then I didn't look up the injury report to see if he was on it, but I'm pretty sure he'll play. Nonetheless, give me the Packers.
Get me there.
Hmm. See, I as much as I think the Green Bay offense is kind of not in sync, this is a game where it's going to be who wants it more. But until JJ McCarthy can prove that he can put a good game together, I'm going to have to go against the Vikings. I'm going to Pack.
Nice. This next one is a Big Trust Stadium. The Ravens at home against the Benny and the Jets. And I'm not going with Benny, and I'm sure as hell not going with the Jets. Give me the Ravens at home. Frankie, what about you?
I mean, Lamar, Derrick Henry all day. Don't even have to say a whole lot because I'm pretty sure Garrett Wilson is still out anyway for the Jets.
Quick sweep.
All right. Ravens sweep the nation. Let's go. Um, this team also screwed me last week. We got Detroit in their home stadium in Michigan going against those crazy New York Giants. And Jameis. I want to pick the Giants so bad, but we're playing for keeps at this point in the season, so I'm going to go with Dan Campbell and his fellas to bounce back after a tough loss in Philly. What about you, Dylan?
It's hard to bet Giants without Neighbors and Scottaboo. Give me Lions.
I was going to say, there was a rumor that Jackson Dart might clear concussion protocol before the game, but the Lions are going to play angry. They could not get anything going offensively last week, and they're going to take it out on the New York defense. Give me the Lions.
Nice. This next one is in the Windy City, Chicago. The Bears face off against Mason Rudolph and the Steelers. Well, it might be Aaron Rodgers, but it's probably 90% chance it'll be Mason. Um, Whether it was Aaron Rodgers or Mason Rudolph, I've been picking against the Bears and losing, so I'm just gonna join the Bear side and I'm gonna pick the Bears. Um, that easy, that simple, baby. What about you, Dylan?
You know who hasn't been picking against the Bears? This guy. And he was going to keep hopping on the train. This guy. The Bears till the wheels fall off.
See, I hopped on that train last week, and it got me a dub, but I got faith in Mason Rudolph. I think him and DK are going to pop off. Give me the Steelers to ruin the Bear party.
I can
Nice,
see
there
why
you
you're
go.
trying to get closer to first. So you got to do what you got to do.
Right, but that probably won't get you closer to first. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Who knows who's gonna win these games? That's a very tough. That was a tough one for me to pick.
That's why it's fun.
This one's gonna be tough too. Patriots at Cincinnati. The Bengals square off against Drake May and the Patriots. There's a couple teams that I really haven't picked against, and I'm gonna continue picking the Patriots. I haven't picked against the Bengals, but I think that my belief in the Patriots is higher than my belief in the Bengals. So even if the Bengals are at home, give me the Patriots. Frankie, what about you?
I was gonna say, even if Joe Burrow does come back, I don't trust the defense. I can't take the Bengals in a shootout because the defense is just gonna lose on the last second. So give me the Patriots.
Yeah, Frankie, like Frankie said, the defense is just horrible. Joe Burrow returned to practice 2 weeks ago. I don't know when he's supposed to be coming back. It should be any week now. But nonetheless, I don't know. I'm gonna make it interesting. I'm gonna go with Bengals.
Ooh.
Uh, but oh wait, can I take that back? Because Jamar Chase is suspended. He's
You only
suspended
get
one
one.
game.
You only get one. You can take it back.
You took you took back before. You took back before we let
You
you.
only get
I
one.
get
This
my
is
take
it.
back. No.
Yeah, I'm saying you can
I
take it
just
back.
remembered. All right, I'll take it back. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not taking the Bengals because I just remember Jamar suspended for that game too.
So
So
put Dylan down for the Bengals. No, I'm just kidding.
no.
All right, guys. The next one's gonna be in Las Vegas. We're rolling the dice. This because we really will have to roll the dice on this outcome because it's the Browns and Shadur Sanders coming in facing the Las Vegas Raiders, and God Almighty, they should take Geno Smith out of there, save his save his value as a quarterback because he's been just playing like dog water the whole time. And I'm gonna go with Shador
Shadur,
Sanders.
okay, yeah.
Ooh.
It's time, baby. It's time. It's prime time. Let's see what he
Yeah.
do. Woo! What about you, Frankie?
Dude, this is unprecedented, but I was going to roll with the Shadur train myself. He's going to throw 2 touchdowns. He's going to throw almost 300 yards, and the Browns are going to win.
Listen, not only that does Geno Smith have to get out of there, but I would not be surprised, and I prefer for the Raiders to do this, but Pete Carroll needs to be a one and done. He needs to get out of there
Yes.
too.
Fire Pete Carroll. I
Fire
agree.
Pete, get rid of Geno, and do it all over yet again.
The only one that
Um,
stays in that front office is Brady.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, I don't.
Seriously.
Yeah, I don't see the Raiders winning this one. So
No, they're just a poorly
Brown
constructed
sweep.
team.
Oh,
yeah, but here's the thing:
Brown sweep, baby.
Shadur has to
toilet
prove that
bowl.
Shadur has to prove a lot of people wrong this week because he went 4 for 16 and like 46 yards and an interception. Yeah, so
I would say I don't even look at that first game as anything because when you're a backup quarterback, you're sitting there for 3 hours watching other people play football.
Going to the
You
Wolves.
you were throwing the practice squad receivers during the week. You have no idea what the game plan is really. You know what I mean? So you just get thrown in there, and good luck, buddy. You know, so this he'll have a whole week of practice with his guys. He'll be able. If he can't do it after this, then I mean, there might be time to ask questions. But hey, JJ McCarthy's getting unlimited passes to stink up the field, so we should at least see what this kid could do. We got Jaguars coming into our house here in Arizona. The Cardinals and the Jags face off in a clash of two very tight-knit teams. Two teams that have been great all year in Fortnite. I'm just kidding. So I'm gonna go with the Cardinals one last time. Um, yes, I know. I said I wasn't gonna do this. The way that Jacoby Brissett has been playing, it's been pretty good. We just happen to get down with him making stupid mistakes and giving the ball to the other team and the line and stuff. I don't think that this defense is good as the other defenses we've been playing. So I do think they can get off, and I do think our defense is good enough to stop what they do offensively. This is not one of those homer picks. This is actually an analysis-based pick. I'm gonna be wrong, but I'm gonna pick the Cardinals. Dylan.
I'm gonna roll with the Jags. I don't. I know they kind of look shaky since the Chiefs win, but I feel like I don't know back to back blown out losses. I feel like we're just not into it this season like a lot of fans are hoping to be. And I want us to tank two for the draft pick, so I'm taking the Jags.
So here's the thing. Will Hernandez and Will Johnson did return to practice. So there's a chance that we got two very good guys coming back. And I don't trust the way the Jags have been playing all year. They'll look really good one week and then they'll be dog water the next week. How do you allow Davis Mills to come back by like 15, 20 plus points? I'm sorry. As much as I would pick against the Cardinals the way they're playing, I'm gonna take the Cardinals.
Nice. We got to remember the Jags crushed their opponent last week, right?
Yep. 35-6, and it was the Chargers.
They crushed them, and I picked that. I picked the Jags in that game. So I think I identify a lot with what Frankie is saying, how wibbly wobbly they've been. They're due for another one of those really horrible games. So hopefully it happens against us. The next one is going to be the Eagles and Cowboys. This
Oh
one is
man.
a Jerry World. This is kind of tricky. But when the games are tricky this year, what's helped me is not overthinking it. I'm just gonna pick the Eagles. I picked against them last week. It backfired. Dak Prescott lighting it up. So I'll use him as a fantasy quarterback. But for this, I'm gonna go ahead and be smart and pick the Eagles. What about you, Dylan?
I think this is a game where Saquon can finally start finding the end zone. So, and he could probably rush over 100 yards too. Give me the Eagles.
I can't believe I'm the one doing this,
Oh
but
Jesus, Frankie.
but you got Dak playing great. You got Javonte Williams. How could you bet against CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens? I'm taking the Cowboys. I think the offense shell shocks the Eagles defense, and then you see Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown get into it on the sideline.
Bold predictions. Now, brace yourself because this game, oh brother, this game stinks. Falcons
Woo!
fly and soar into the sky. Woo.
They're limping.
Down into New Orleans,
Oh,
where the Saints go marching in. I,
the Popeyes Bowl.
yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I think I'm going to have to, damn, it was horrible. I'm going to go with the Saints.
Damn it.
Yep. Yep. What about
Oh, I
you,
was
Frankie?
hoping.
It's sad because the Falcons have so much talent, but I honestly feel like Kirk Cousins' noodle arm has died. But call me bold, call me crazy, but I'm going by you. Let's go Saints.
Yeah, Saints defense versus Kirk Cousins. I
Oh
don't
my
think that's
God.
gonna turn out well. I mean, Bijan might be their only savior, and fuck, who was
Drake
that?
London?
Drake. Yeah, Drake London. So yeah, those, but they might be the only two saviors. If Kirk can connect to Drake, so yeah, no Falcons.
Dude,
Yeah,
we got
that's
a
crazy.
Brown sweep and a freaking Saints
God,
sweep.
yeah, a Saints sweep is like unprecedented. Like, what the
Right.
heck? This next game, these last two games are tough. Well, not the last two. This last one right here, and then the next one is easy, but this last one is tough. Buccaneers going into Los Angeles to play the Rams. Um, I've been picking both of these teams a lot, and what I'll say is I think that the Bucks are due for a win and the Rams are due for a loss, and that's what I'll pick. That's how I'll pick this one. Let's go Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield coming to town, get a dub over Matthew Stafford and the Rams, who have been crushing everybody. Um, Baker's still doing it. They lost their last game, but they dueled it out, man. And I think that yeah, Bucky might be back. The Bucks are due for a win. Frankie,
As much as I want to take the Bucks, they've just had so much bad luck this year, especially when it comes to Mike Evans. Baker's gonna ball. I feel like it's gonna be an offensive shootout, but your MVP candidate Matt Stafford continues to roll. Give me the Rams.
Hmm. You took Rams. The Bucks were like plus 240 in the money line back to back weeks. So that's another juicy right leg right there to put on the parlay.
Payoff.
I was hoping you wouldn't take Bucks name, but gotta do what I gotta do. Only because I'm gonna put in their parlay the Bucks. So they won't lose back to back like that, especially when they beat it out. So Baker
yeah,
Mayfield's just too good, and he's got the dog in him to do it. So
I agree. This next game is the Panthers versus the Niners. The Niners are at home. This is Monday Night Football. It's the last game of the week. Make it simple, short, and sweet. Shanahan don't lose at this time of year. The teams like this, he just don't. So give me the Niners. Frankie.
I was gonna say kudos to the Panthers for playing a lot better than most people thought they would this year. They've got a solid future building. They've got two, Rico Dowdle has been a really great find for them, but I can't roll with the Panthers. Give me the 49ers, especially after they drummed us last week with Brock Purdy's return.
I really sincerely want to pick the Panthers because
Pick 'em.
they're that sub 500 team that could just catch you any week.
That's true.
But I don't know. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna pick Panthers just
Fuck
to
it.
make it just
That's
that
what I did with the
interesting because
Cardinals game. I'm like, I think I should pick the Jags, but fuck it.
yeah, I mean I don't know. I feel like we had a lot of same picks, and I'm gonna make it interesting again. So
Well, that's good.
Panthers.
That's the pickums, man. That we did it, guys. We did it. Hooray! Balassimos. We didn't skip a game this time. Um, yeah, I'm interested to see how these games go. I I can't express enough that the NFL's in a good spot when I'm excited to watch the Browns and Raiders play each other.
Woo! Absolutely.
And if you're excited, please go in the comments, like, share, subscribe, share with a friend, join the group Arizona Sports Fanatics, 15,000 other people just like you that love Arizona sports and that are ready to argue or agree or whatever it is in the discourse about your opinion. So if you do like what we do and want to help us, please get in the comments, get in and comment. Make your presence known and click those links in the description on, please.
And then just to add, still doing the 100 D Hop jersey giveaway, and in honor of the Territorial Cup that's coming up in a couple weeks, if we get that 100 subscribers, I will have myself painted in ASU colors.
Let's
And
go,
Dylan will
Frankie.
do. No, I'm just kidding. I'm always gonna try to squeeze that in there, but yeah, that's what it is. What were you gonna say, Dylan?
I was like, no, I don't know.
All right, well, hell, we don't know either. So like, share, and subscribe, and we love you guys. Until next time.
Peace.
Deuces.